Any one of you please unmute and let me know कि हमने XBI कैप डिफाइन किया था ना
मैम, और BI कैप भी निकाल लिया था
और BI कैप तक कर दिया था, है ना? ठीक है, चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद उसके आगे. जस्ट अ मिनट गर्ल्स. Chalo. See, the purpose here was since we had defined a new variable, ठीक है, जिसको हमने कहा था एक हमने बोल दिया था XBI cap. We had defined in two different manners, right? One was the case when I was different from R, and one was the case when I was equal to R, right? So XBI was XBI minus XBR upon YRJ into YIJ for every I from 1 to M, but I different from R. And this was defined as XBR upon YRJ when I was equal to R. Okay. Now, the purpose for doing this was that in a way, we have now defined a new set of bases, right? हमने कैसे किया था? We have incorporated one more column in this B to define a new basis, AJ, right? And this AJ corresponds to which variable? XJ, definitely. Now, that means we have made one non-basic variable. We have made one non-basic variable to enter the basis. And as a result, we have defined a new set of bases. And as a result, we have new set of variables now, which we are calling as XBI caps. Okay. And they are defined like this. Okay. I mean, using the previous ones and whatever we have come across, we are doing with the help of this, right? And using this only, we had seen that even our BI caps, the values which these variables will take, will be the same as the old ones for 1 to M, but I different from R, and this was AJ. यही हमारे variables हो गए थे ना? When I was equal to R. The new variables that we have defined, the basis. That means what? That means we have defined a new set B cap, which is nothing but B1, B2, kahan tak? BR minus 1 tak, right? Then when I is equal to R, you have AJ. Okay, but then for R plus 1 till BM, they remain the same one, right? So what have we done? This B cap now is a new set of bases. In the sense, see, throughout what are we doing? We have split our A into two, B and N, right? We started with 1B. Okay, what was that? B1, B2, Bn. After that, from that B, what did we do? We removed BR, the column in B at which place? At the rth place, right? Now, your A originally was A1, A2, AN, right? So from some AJ, we picked from N and we have incorporated in this new. So that means now your A is a new one, B cap, N cap. Okay, where B cap is what? Defined like this. Okay, so that instead of BR now, you have AJ. So this AJ has come from where? This N. And where did this BR go? Definitely in this N cap, right? So whatever are the remaining, they are in N cap now, and BR has been, replaced by AJ in this B. So this becomes my new basis, right? So accordingly, with this as my new basis, I will have a new set of basic variables now, right? Or I will have a new set of basic solution, basic feasible solution. So new solution basically. So what I have to prove somehow is, of course, this will form the basis, because अब हमारे पास हो क्या रहा है, whatever x and b's we have defined, they are feasible solutions, because with this b ये है तो हमारा a ही somehow, right? And obviously this also satisfies. अब हमारे पास constraints क्या हैं? ax equal to b. अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? b, अब पहले हमारे पास क्या आ रहा था? bxb was b. This was my original. Now what I am getting? b cap xb cap is b cap. एक नया solution आ गया. So they will satisfy the constraints, no doubts about that. And moreover, because your B has been defined in such a manner, because all these B1, B2, Bns were all linearly independent. So B cap will be a basis. So we can say that, see, B cap is a basis. इतना ही लिख दो तो भी बहुत है, ठीक है? Your XB cap is now what? X B1 cap, X B2 cap, and so on till X Bn cap, and the remaining are all zero. See, as I say again and again, your number, your rank of A is M. So definitely your number of variables in your basic feasible solution cannot be more than M. They have to be M. So these zeros, they have to be N minus M in number. So that is why we have to have this as M, and the remainings we put them as zeros. So ये सारे क्या हो गए? X n cap, because now your n has changed, your n cap has changed. Okay, so with this as this, and B cap is a, so basically B cap is a basis, which I say as new, and XB cap is a new basic solution. Okay, now what do I have to prove? I have to prove that even by after incorporating, how did we choose BR? We have chosen it randomly as yet. Okay, but then there is a logic behind that, ki which one to choose. So in a way, हमने क्या करा? We have made BR to leave the basis. ठीक है? Now leave the basis मतलब correspondingly जो भी इसका XBR corresponding या capital BR बोल दो, कुछ भी बोल दो, जो ये basic variable था, the rth variable, that has been made to leave the basis. And इस BR की जगह हमने AJ को basis में enter करा दिया, right? Now basic solution तो बन गया, right? But then we still have to verify that this new solution that we have got, XB cap, is a basic feasible solution. This is still left to be verified, because it is a basic solution by definition, because we'll get the basis. The basis will not change. They will remain the same. Because in a way, हमने क्या करे? अपने pivot columns change कर दिए. So which is possible, right? So that is still logical. That comes straight from the definition of basis. But we still need to verify that XB cap is a basic feasible solution. Now, for XB cap to be a basic feasible solution, what do we want? That they should be non-negative. Okay? And of course, वो feasible भी, feasibility भी कहीं ना कहीं आ रही है, because they are satisfying the constraints. Ax equal to b को वो satisfy कर रहा है, right? Now, to prove that they are more than or equal, the only thing that is left to prove is that they should be non-negative. Okay, so what we only have to verify the fact is that your XB cap should be more than or equal to 0. Now, if you go back to your XB caps, तो हमारे पास यही define किए थे ना, XB, I'm writing them again and again, minus XBR upon YRJ into YIJ for I from 1 to M and I not equal to R, and this was equal to XBR upon YRJ for I equal to R. This is how your XBI caps have been defined, right? This is your XBI caps. Okay. Now to prove that they are more than or equal to 0, what do we have to prove? That this is also more than or equal to 0 and this is also more than or equal to 0. तो XBI cap अपने आप more than or equal to 0 हो जाएगा. ठीक है? To prove that they do not violate the non-negativity restrictions. Then only they'll be basic feasible solutions. Okay. Now see. It all depends upon this value also. ठीक है? ये XBIs तो already more than or equal to 0 ही थे क्योंकि these were the variables corresponding to the original basis, right? The first basis B. And since they were the basic variables, they were more than or equal to 0. Now see, what happens, I say, if XBR is, say, not equal to 0, then XBR upon YRJ will be more than or equal to 0 if what happens? If YRJ is more than or equal to 0, because XBR तो already more than 0 है ही है, ठीक है? So इसका मतलब अगर ये नॉन जीरो है, अगर ये जीरो है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं, बाकी भी जीरो हो गए. बट इफ इट इज नॉन जीरो तो ये वाली टर्म मोर देन और इक्वल टू जीरो कब बनेगी? When we have in fact not equal to ये, because it is in the denominator, I cannot have equality here. So I must have that it is strictly greater than 0. So I must have that my YRJ is strictly greater than 0. Okay. Now, अब ये देखो, ये not equal to 0 हो गया, ये strictly more than 0 हो गया, तो ये टर्म तो अपने आप ही more than or equal to 0 हो गई. I mean, more than 0 हो गई, in fact, because we have assumed that XBR is not equal to 0. Now, what is left? Only this YIJs. ठीक है? Now, if YIJ is less than 0, then what happens? XBI minus XBR upon YRJ into YIJ becomes more than 0. अगर ये negative हो जाता है तो this is itself positive, this becomes negative. So I will have XBI minus this, which will be more than 0. ठीक है? इसमें तो कुछ proof करने को रहा ही नहीं. If YIJ is less than 0. So that means we just have to consider the case when YIJ is more than 0. ठीक है? Now, if Yij is more than 0, then for XBI minus XBR upon YRJ into YIJ to be more than 0, we must have, or in fact more than or equal to 0 now, we must have that XBI upon YIJ should be more than or equal to XBR upon YRJ. Can I say that? ये more than or equal to 0 चाहिए ना मुझे, when YIJ is positive. ठीक है? तो ये कब होगा? When this ratio of XBI upon YIJ is more than or equal to the ratio of XBR upon YRJ for every I. Of course, not equal to R. ठीक है? उस केस में तो 0 हो ही रहा है. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
अब
Yes, ma'am.
अब देखो, हमारे पास जो चेंज हो रहा है या जो हम चूज कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो कौन सा, हमने कौन से कॉलम को चूज किया? आई मीन to define that which variable enters the basis and which variable leaves the basis. अभी तो हम लीविंग की बात कर रहे हैं ना. हमने कौन सा लीव कराया था? rth. ठीक है ना? rth. br की जगह हमने aj डाला था ना. ठीक है? So it is the rth column in a that we choose, or in b that we actually changed, right? So इसका मतलब क्या आ रहा है? चॉइस हमारी किस पे आ रही है? इस r पे. ठीक है? तो अब हमको क्या चाहिए कि the other remaining, except for the rth thing, the rth column of B, the other ratios XBI upon YIJ must be more than or equal to this. ठीक है? Now, if I choose R, I mean, if I choose the variable or if I choose the column that should go, like, see, your actually B, the original basis was this, B1, B2, BM. ठीक है, इसमें से हमने क्या करा, हमने कहा okay, let BR go from here and instead of BR let AJ come, right? So that means what are we choosing first? We are trying to choose which variable should leave the basis. यही मतलब हुआ ना, because which column from B should be removed. जो ला रहे हैं वो तो हम बाद में देखेंगे, we'll come to that also, right? Because AJ is coming. So that means somewhere down the line, it is the jth non-basic variable which is becoming a basic variable. But right now, it is the rth basic variable which we are making a non-basic variable. So that means right now what we have to choose is, how should we choose the variable R? अभी तक तो ठीक है, हमने assume कर दिया था. Let us assume that BR leaves the basis. This is what I said, right? But then that this assumption cannot be so general. This has to have some mathematical logic and some facts behind it so that we are able to choose an appropriate R in such a manner that my solution, whatever new solution that we get, still becomes a basic feasible solution. Okay, so that is why we are now choosing R in such a manner. But then see, this R is to be chosen in which case? When all Yij's are positive. See, this is important. Why the things that I am highlighting again and again, saying that it will be needed, you will realize that when we proceed on with simplex algorithm, all these things will play an important role. So that is why I'm again insisting on this. Understand this. We are now choosing one basic variable to leave the basis. Which one is that? Rth. Okay, but then this Rth should be such that this condition should be satisfied. Then only it will be a basic feasible solution, because I don't want to violate the feasibility conditions. Okay, so now I want xbi to be more than or equal to yij, xbi upon yij to be more than or equal to xbr upon yrj at every stage. Okay, so it should be more, at the most kya ho sakta hai? Equal. Okay, so if I say let me choose my r in such a manner such that my xbr upon yrj is nothing but the minimum of all such xbi's upon yij's where every yij is more than 0. Okay, I have chosen my R in such a manner. See, that means what have I done? I have considered these ratios for every I, okay, and for, of course, a specific J, right? And I am choosing those ratios which are the minimum. Okay, now whatever is the minimum, that I am calling as the my rth variable. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? What is important here is, number one, I have to choose the minimum of this ratio, but then minimum out of only those for which yij's are strictly more than 0, not even equal to 0. So that means in case my yij is negative, or in case my yij is even equal to 0, whether it's negative or equal to 0, that means those yij's have no role to play in choosing my R, right? So it's only those remaining ones that I compute these ratios. I take the minimum of them. I take that variable as my rth variable and then decide that let that be my BR, which leaves the basis, the rth variable which leaves the basis. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब जो मेरे लिस्ट ऑफ बेसिक वेरिएबल्स थे, जितने भी थे मेरे पास, सपोजिंग अभी तक जैसे हमारे पास पहले थे x1 x2 xm से, सपोजिंग ये थे, इसमें से मैंने कुछ कैलकुलेशंस करके ये किया एंड आई सडनली सपोजिंग I got this ratio to be the minimum for x4. Okay, so then I will say, okay, x4 leaves the basis. x4 leaves the basis matlab B4 gets removed from this B. Okay, so it is the fourth variable which was originally a basic variable, but then it should now become the non-basic variable. It should leave the basis. Okay, so this ratio, this minimum of this defines the leaving criteria. That this is how we should choose our basic variables to leave the basis. That's why we call this as the leaving criteria. Okay. Now, once we have that, we have chosen in such a manner that because that means in this case, even if that means my basic solution, whatever xb cap that we have got, will be a basic feasible solution now. Why? Because if I choose my R in such a manner, my xbi upon my both xb caps, the way we have defined, will be more than or equal to 0. So if I choose my leaving variable with this criteria, how to be the minimum of xbi upon yij for all those yij's that are strictly more than 0, then my new solution that we get will be a basic feasible solution. यहां तक समझ में आ गया? Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, ठीक है बात. Now the job is just half done abhi. Why? Because we started with one solution. ठीक है? We obtained a new solution. Okay. And we have proved that it's a basic feasible solution. Right. The question mark that is still left is, has the value of Z improved? See, we are doing all this exercise because we want our objective function to reach the optimal value as early as possible. That means once we start with one solution, we know that it is not optimal. Say, let us assume we know that it is not optimal. So we have to improve this solution. So what do? We find a new solution, right? We proved that it is basic feasible. Now what is left to prove? That the value of Z improves with this new basic feasible solution. Then only it will be a better solution. Otherwise तो इतनी मेहनत करने का कोई फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. हम इतनी सारी matrix multiplications कर रहे हैं, inverse निकाल रहे हैं, इतनी सारी values भी compute करें, and ultimately हमें पता लगे कि Z का value improve ही नहीं हुआ. So all this is a waste of energy and time there. Okay, so that is why we must verify also that whatever new solution that we have got, that has improved the value of the objective function. Okay, so this is the second thing to be proved now. So for that, what we do is, so that's what I'm saying. Now what is left to show is the fact that the value of the objective function improves. Okay, that means whatever value of Z we had earlier, the new value with the new basis and the new basic feasible solution, the new Z should be less than the previous Z, because our objective is to minimize. So when we now show that the value of the objective function improves. Okay. So for that, जो ये हमने अपना ratio define किया, XBR upon YRJ, I say let that be theta. Okay, let theta be equal to XBR upon YRJ, which is the minimum ratio जो हमने लिया है. Okay, which is the minimum of all the possible ratios. I have defined that as theta. Okay, now see, what was your XBI cap? XBI cap was actually, मैं फिर से लिख रही हूँ, XBI minus XBR upon YRJ into YIJ for I from 1 to M and I not equal to R, and XBR upon YRJ for I equal to R. यही था ना हमारा new variables. XBI caps जो new वाले आए थे, right? Now what have I done is that I have defined this ratio as theta. Okay, so with this definition, I mean with this calling this as theta, my XBI cap is nothing but XBI minus theta Yij, okay, for I not equal to R. And in fact, अब इसको बार बार ये लिखने की बजाय, this term is theta itself, so I write as XBR cap as theta. Is it okay now? So it's understood कि पहले वाले में I is not equal to R, and हमने जब इसको R कह दिया, this term itself is theta. So XBR is theta, XBR cap, sorry, is theta, and XBI cap for I not equal to R is defined like this, minus theta Yij, where theta is the minimum ratio that we have chosen, okay? Now, let's see what will be the value of the objective function. So I say value of the objective function with this new solution, okay? So I say value of the objective function for this new solution will be, say, let's call that as ZB cap, क्योंकि हम नए वाले bases और नए वाले basic feasible solution के साथ हर चीज में हमने cap लगाया हुआ है, तो just to distinguish that it's the new one. Okay. Now what will it be? It will be summation CBXP होता है ना वैसे तो जब हमने पहले define किया था. So it will be CBI XBI cap I from 1 to M, but I not equal to R, plus CBR and XBR cap. ठीक है ना? Which is actually nothing but summation CBI into, अब मैं ये वाला terms use करूं तो it will be nothing but XBI minus theta Yij for I from 1 to M and I not equal to R, plus now see what has happened is that now your rth column has been replaced by what? AJ. ठीक है, एज इसका मतलब जो अब हमारे बेसिस में वेक्टर्स आए थे वो एक्स आर की जगह क्या आ गया था? एक्स जे, बिकॉज हमने बी आर को हटा के ए जे को एंटर कराया था, एंड द कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग वेरिएबल टू ए जे वॉज एक्स जे, and what was the coefficient in the objective function to xj? Cj. So I can write it as Cj theta. Is this okay? हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now just do some simple arithmetic in the sense that I split this into two. I write it as CBI XBI. I'm not writing the suffixes now because they are now understood. CBI Yij plus theta Cj. ठीक है? Now this is sorry. हाँ, ठीक है. Now this is actually nothing but your original z जो हमारा पहले वाले बेसिस से था, बिकॉज ये तो सब ओरिजिनल बेसिस आ रहे हैं, राइट? देन माइनस थीटा इनटू, आई कैन राइट इट एज, नाउ आई एम राइटिंग इट एज, थोड़ा सा उल्टा करके लिख रही हूं, सीजे माइनस समेशन सीबीआई वाईआईजे अब ये वही चीज आ गई जो उस दिन मैंने समझाई थी ना, ZJ minus CJ. So I now write my ZB cap as ZB minus theta into CJ minus ZJ, where your ZJ is nothing but summation of CBI YIJs. Okay. So now it's exactly the same kind of a thing we have got. that I was trying to explain the other day. ठीक है, अब देखो, your ZB cap, see, your theta is already a positive quantity. ठीक है, so that means your ZB cap will be less than ZB only if I can have मैंने कुछ गलत लिखा, you know, if I wrote theta here, then it should be plus, okay, which I actually write as ZB minus theta into ZJ minus CJ. Up ठीक, is it okay now? So that means ZB cap will be less than ZB only if ZJ minus CJ is strictly more than 0, because theta already positive है. तो अगर ये भी टर्म पॉजिटिव होगी तभी तो ZB कैप ZB से कम होगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it right? So that means अब ये J क्या है? J वो है जिसको हमको एंटर कराना है. ठीक है, R हमको R क्या था? जिसको हमको लीव कराना था. And what is J? The column that has to enter, right? So that means if we choose, that means this choice of J is going to be dependent upon this. That means the value of the objective function will improve only if Zj minus Cj is positive. Okay, so what do? Therefore, we say, therefore, if we enter, that means this is going to define the entering criteria. Okay, कौन सा वेरिएबल एंटर करेगा? जिसका Zj minus Cj पॉजिटिव होगा, और ऑब्वियसली जो मोस्ट पॉजिटिव होगा हम उसी को एंटर कराएंगे, right? So therefore, if we enter that variable in the basis for which, if we enter that variable in the basis for which Zj minus Cj is positive, then the value of Z will decrease. Is it okay? Now, will decrease matlab it will improve. Okay, so now the question can be, it's not necessary that Zj minus Cj will be positive for only one variable जिसको हम enter करा रहे हैं. No, it can happen for more than such one variable also. So what we do is we choose the entering variable in such a manner that your in such a manner for for which Zj minus Cj is most positive. Okay, or in a way we choose Zk minus Ck to be the maximum of all Zj minus Cj's such that Zj minus Cj is more than 0. So we choose that variable to enter the basis, and once such a variable enters, definitely, I mean, now what have we done? The moment we choose the maximum to enter, what will happen is that this will have the maximum contribution, and that means we will be able to subtract from Z the maximum amount which is possible at a present state, at any given state. So what will it give? It will give the maximum improvement in the value of Z. So if we choose our entering variable like this, then the value of Z is going to improve as maximum as possible. Okay. So with this choice, this it will give, that's why we say it will give maximum improvement in the value of Z. Okay, so definitely it will improve, right? Now, then, see, the point is, abhi to hum isi pe we'll just concentrate on this kind of things only. That means what have we done? We have in a way defined the leaving criteria, okay? And we have in a way defined the entering criteria as well. Okay. Leaving criteria, again, the thing that we have to remind is that basic becomes a non-basic. Okay. And entering means a non-basic becomes a basic, right? कौन सा enter करेगा? That for which Zj minus Cj is positive, and that is definitely the most positive value. Which one will leave? For which the ratio of xbr upon yrj, all those for which yij is strictly more than 0, we choose the minimum of that. Okay, so this is defining the Zj minus Cj's are defining your entering criteria. This ratio is defining your leaving criteria. And we have seen that if we choose in this manner, then the value of the objective function is improving. Okay, this is what we have proved so far. Okay, so in a way, अगर इसको याद करने के लिए या चलो आगे जब करेंगे तो then I'll make you write it again. But what we have proved so far is that we move from one basic feasible solution to another basic feasible solution. Okay, so in a way, what are we doing? We are moving from one extreme point to another extreme point. Okay, and we have seen that the value, the moment we do this in a particular manner, where we keep into mind these two criteria, and if we are now at a new extreme point, then the value of the objective function definitely improves. Okay, this we have proved so far, right? Now what is left to prove is, when do we conclude that the given solution is an optimal solution? Or in a way, when do we conclude that the value of Z cannot be improved further? So that is the third thing that we need to prove, which we call as the optimality criteria. Okay, so now this is left to prove. Do we have the time? Otherwise, I can do it tomorrow. क्योंकि इसमें टाइम लगेगा. What do you say?
We have 13 minutes.
उतनी देर में नहीं होगा.